I'm at the coffee shop and a guy wants to chit chat. Well, he's like, well, what are you working on? Well, I'm writing my book about God, of course. And he's like, well, I said, you know Jesus? And he said, I have a philosophical degree. And, there's so much contradiction and this and that. And I wasn't going to argue, but I said, you know what? I didn't care about God or knowing about God until I was going through a mess. And I said, my dad sat down and talked to me and was like, if you were to die tonight, would you go to heaven? And I said, well, I'm a good person. And God interrupted me right there and said, this is your last chance. I said, I probably still wouldn't have chosen to go with God and accept what Jesus did for me if I didn't hear that. I don't know why I was so stubborn and proud, maybe. But I heard God say, this is your last chance. And I knew. Honey, I knew I was going to hell. Thankfully, I listened and I accepted Jesus. And I told that guy, I said, I literally felt darkness come out of my body. I literally felt that. I said, now, that doesn't mean everyone will experience that, but that's how real. And I said, when you're walking with God and he's answering your prayers and he's involved in your life, there is nothing like that. I said, I just encourage you, the best prayer you can pray right now is, Jesus, if you're real, please show me. I don't want to miss out. I said, you do not want to go through this life not knowing the truth, believing what some people and some philosophy books have said, and not knowing the real truth, right? And then he gets out his journal, this guy that doesn't believe, right? And he shows me a picture that he drew yesterday of him like embracing a woman. Maybe he's believing for marriage or a relationship. And it said, thank you, God. Wait a minute, this guy doesn't even believe in God. And God is on his mind and heart in this picture? Come on. But I want to encourage you with this story that you may not see yourself as an evangelist, but you got a story. You have a story, and someone can be helped just by hearing your story, just by hearing how real God is in your life.